Hi, my name's Frank, and sometimes it's a little hard for me to figure things out. Like in the beginning, everything was great.
You like my sister because she's got big hooters.
Then things weren't so great.
What the hell are you doing?
That's 3-ply vinyl. You won't believe how you're gonna pay for that.
Willie needed a doctor, and pretty soon we found one. Only he wasn't like any doctor I ever saw.
If you could sleep one good night, and when you woke up the next morning, everything would be different. Wouldn't you want to go to sleep that night? Just for the night?
I need my rest anyway, Dan, so I don't see why not.
We figured it was tomorrow,
Something's not right here, Frank.
but we were wrong.
I seem to be melting here, Frank.
We thought our problems were over,
What did that doctor do to us?
but they were just beginning.
You think that you and your friend have been on ice for the last 29 years?
Ice?
Ice?
Ice.
People were different.
Has anyone ever told you you have a lot of positive energy?
Everything was different.
Stop it!
Little Jess wasn't so little anymore.
It was very hard learning to live without you.
I'm your father.
And my sister Joy wasn't so young.
Frank.
You always have to love a brother no matter what, right? What about a husband?
I can't. I don't.
I'm more than a little upset with you guys. I had dinner waiting. Where have you been for the last 3 decades?
Suzanne Plachette and Debbie Reynolds are a pair in perfect harmony.
You are really a work of art. Well, you are a pain in the butt.
From childhood, they've been the best of friends.
Helen, you idiot! You couldn't drive when we were 16 years old and you still can't drive.
Sharing everything.
Best friends don't date each other's boyfriends. He was not your boyfriend anymore.
You went out with Daddy before Marie?
Now there's something new for them to disagree on.
Grandchild.
What?
I am too young for this.
Well, fine. I'll be the grandmother, and you be the Wicked Witch of the West.
Push, Catherine, push.
They're doting grandparents.
Maybe the thing that finally brings them back together.
But this odd couple might never have a meeting of the minds.
You're an arrogant, obnoxious, two-faced, know-it-all, middle-class, boring old bitch.
Suzanne Plachette and Debbie Reynolds.
One day your mother and I'll work everything out. Maybe.
Damn you!
In a contest of comedy.
For some, it was a decade of wealth and power, but for most, it was a time of poverty. It was a time when most people were yearning for unreachable dreams. A time of little hope for a world caught in the depths of a Great Depression.
Got to feed the family. You ain't been doing it, Paul.
Now listen to me, old man. This is business. My land deal is gonna fall through. These insects are gonna take everything I own away from me.
Ma'am, we got a sick baby at Camp Backaway. Me and the boys here, we'll work all night for food.
Get off him. Let him go.
A film of sweeping beauty. The story of a man's pride and a family's triumph. From Norman and David Rosemont, Emmy Award-winning producers of Masters of the Game, Witness for the Prosecution, and Les Miserables, comes Mark Harmon, Lee Purcell, Leon Russell, and Morgan Weissner in Long Road Home.
A woman named Jackie.
Look at her, she's a winner. A Bouvier and a winner. I don't give a tinker's damn what people say.
Of course you don't. Because you're a selfish drunk.
All you want to do is claw your way to the top of society because your father came from nowhere.
I belong at the center of things, and that is where I intend to be.
I have a feeling, my dear, you will always be in the spotlight.
Jack.
Hello, thank you for coming.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Jack. Kenny's my wife, Jack.
All a woman really has is a reputation, Jax. I know from experience, don't be fooled. Most men only want one thing.
I don't know whether this will make it easier or harder for you. Friends of mine have seen Jack in the company of a young woman.
What's wrong? It was a great party. It's a nice tribute to you from Casals.
The maid found these. Find out who owns them. They're not my size.
Behind the fame, behind the glamour, behind the tragedy is the story of a woman named Jackie.